DAhoy.
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 What constitutes a bad decision for me is it's a decision that is shallow, in the sense that the decision maker or the team that is making the decision does only consider, let's say, objective things that are they can look at, and they forget to explore the subjective aspect of the decision making. I think a good decision is made when there's a good correlation between the objective and the subjective, and this needs to be trained and exercised and conditioned for you to be able to use then your intuition to make good, sound decisions.
GST activities took place in three partner institutions: the French Naval Academy, the City Glasgow of College, and the University of Reykjavik. The aim is to solve decision pedagogical issues thanks to SWOT-based method in order to capitalize on the three dimensions of decision-making: mathematical decision-making, social decision-making, and career decision-making. So all partners gather their experience, their skills, in order to formalize a tool for a decision-making process, which is the main aim of the DAhoy project.
In the DAhoy project, we experience innovative teaching and learning activities based around decision making in its three dimensions: mathematical, social, and career-based decision making. Faculty are expected to teach a curriculum which includes specific decision skills integrated with disciplinary knowledge. DAhoy provides support for faculty staff to improve their competence in the decision making in its three dimensions, and is also experienced in the joint staff training events of the project.
The DAhoy training event, it's a collaborative forum between the parties at the program, and it's really amazing forum to share ideas and best practices on the objectives of the program. Now, we at the Reykjavik University, where I come from, we have noticed the demand from the business life of increased decision skills, dealing with the enormous speed that the business life is experiencing right now. And of course that's the same situation worldwide and globally. So the curriculum of a university has to reflect this development. And this is in particular important in context of decision making.
My name is Olson. I'm a mindfulness teacher, and my interest is in mindful leadership. And I'm working on my PhD degree in the University of Reykjavik, studying how mindfulness can help us with stressful situations. In this VUCA project, I was teaching the group to use mindfulness for decision making and in a stressful situation. And we were doing some mindful practices, and that's all about being aware of your thoughts and being aware of if they are influencing some core beliefs or thoughts are influencing your decisions. And we have learned in studies that have been done before that just 1 minute of mindful exercise can make you be very helpful with decision making.
In the DAhoy projects, joint staff events, they are organized as learning mobilities for people from the staff of the partner institution. Staff meaning teachers, trainers, program head, and so on. These people, in this activity, people are engaged in very practical things, meaning that the learning is mostly experiential and collaborative. It's group activities, yes? And then we have a lot of debriefing sessions that are very essential to support the learning process and also to evidence and to formalize the value of the activities for the production of the project, because the project is supposed to produce training courses.
In the reflection in the end, I could see that some of the exercises were maybe too intense for some of the people that were not ready for, exploring so deep. So I think we are still learning how to teach mindfulness in different situations. And that's really interesting to learn how to offer people this method to be the best they can be.
I'm Sophie Lebris, responsible for the academic leadership training in the French Naval Academy. In our institution, we used to develop courses, exercises based on decision-making processes. And thanks to our project and the city of Glasgow College, we discovered other methods. So we can compare the best practices and identify transferable practices that we can add in our training in the French Naval Academy. So with good ideas, we will be able to enhance our own methods.
During this event, so far about 50 faculty from the 5 countries taking part in this project has participated in this event. And during this event, we have different activities and different challenges where we were sitting in different scenario and facing different challenges, and in each case we have to make different choices or different decisions depending on the situation we have. All these scenario and all the situation we have used through different methodologies in this scenario, like the scenario varied between using a software simulation or for example like a marine simulator, or sometimes we just have some physical activity. But all these activity we always have make a decision. On all these scenarios, they're always we're meeting the VOCA situation, the volatility, uncertainty, complexity, or ambiguity, and these different characteristics of a situation where we are put in to make a decision were varied. So some situations were more ambiguous rather than more uncertain. In some other scenarios, it was more complex rather than more ambiguous. And hopefully now, at the start of the second year of the project, now students from all those 5 countries will take part in the same training event in the hope that running this as a pilot study will help to develop a module in decisionship taking, especially for the younger generation, where there are so many challenges in a very volatile world.